to us a little bit. We want to talk about kind of the challenging times
Yeah.
you've been through to get where you are. And,
Yeah.
You know, I'm mentioned a bit about family illness and things like that. So, what challenges have you had along the way, and how do you overcome them, and how does it help to,
Yeah.
you know, on your kind of journey?
It's an interesting one because, people have asked me that, and it's like the whole nature nurture thing, isn't it? Why are you the way you are? Why are you the way you are,
Yeah.
Richard? Why am I the
Yeah.
way? I don't know. It's a very quick answer as to why, why I'm super ambitious or why I am the way I am. However, growing up, I grew up in a very kind of normal household. I guess we were kind of lower middle class. I went to a state school that wasn't great, if I'm honest. It wasn't. It wasn't particularly really bad, but it really wasn't very good. If you were clever, great. You could kind of muddle through. But if you weren't, then it's very sad. But you were probably just kind of lost to the system. When I look back, actually, that's to a lot of my school friends. It's such a shame. Now I know people that went to private schools and grammar schools. Now I know, oh, wow, that's what it should have been like.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, so I grew up in a school that probably wasn't so great, but it did what it had to do for me. I was naturally academic. Then, my home life was fine. My parents got divorced, though, which really, really wasn't great. And I didn't have a particularly easy life at home. But again, because I didn't have anything to compare it to, it's hard to judge how much that affected me.
Yeah.
But look, I spent a lot of time at my best friends' houses. I was, I threw myself into education, and I was that kid, and I was an only child. So I guess a bit of nature. I was super lucky to have that mind. So even if things were bad at home or things weren't ideal at home, I threw myself into extracurricular stuff and my books, basically. And then uni was a game changer for me because I really just opened my eyes, Richard, to other people that had my brain. Oh, everyone in this class is clever. And that's not to say I was the cleverest, far from it, but it was amazing to have intelligent conversation almost for the first time in my life when I was 18. I thought, this is my place. These are my people. Obviously still very good friends with those people now. Anyway, moved on. Yeah, my mum was sick through my A levels. That was really, really difficult because I was working 45 hours a week in a part-time job just to have a little banger of a car. She was really sick, so that was obviously very, very stressful. The divorce wasn't great at all, but it is, again, is what it is. Would never complain. And then, now my family life definitely isn't perfect, and I have lots of home struggles, but I'm actually bizarrely private about it, which actually, I don't know if that's bizarre or not, but I want to be judged on my work and my results and my personality. I guess that's another thing. I'm sure a therapist would have a field day as to why maybe I should talk about it more or not. But I guess I've thrown myself into work. Maybe that's why I'm so ambitious, because it keeps that side of my brain busy. And actually, I've got a big enough family that the family I'm close to, they fulfill me. And that's an amazing thing. Like I said, at weekends, I love to see my cousins, my second cousins, and and Dan and my dad, and that they fulfill me. The family I've got in my life. But I think, I've had some really difficult times. But actually, I like to think, yes, it's probably given me a bit of kind of fire in my belly to do well, especially when you've grown up without money or not tons of money to just do what you want. You see all your friends on holiday, in Florida. I still haven't been to Disney. I could go to Disney now, Richard. Still haven't been. But I think, money gives you options, which is freedom, amazing. Maybe. And also, and freedom, of course it does. But also, I think I have a certain amount of privilege because of my skin colour and the way I look, and I understand that. A lot of people have it harder just because I've had it hard.
Yeah. That's
and
what I always think. There's,
exactly.
Lots of people have it harder. So.
Exactly. So I didn't go to a great school, but I'm sure people went to worse schools.
Of course, and had harder times.
Totally. And I lived in a small house, but it always had heating. I always had a birthday party.
Exactly.
So I think there's that balance where I don't ever want to moan too much because there's always someone that has it harder. But I think it's made me who I am, whether it's nature or nurture. But here I am.
I always say it makes you or breaks you, and it made it.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm fascinated with what makes talent.
Of course.
And for me, I'm not the talent in my world. I'm the one behind the camera just telling them to go and perform. But actually, it fascinates me where people have come from and what they've been through.
Yeah.
You know, whether they've survived a near-death experience or they've grown up on a council estate and now they're on TV every night being a superstar.
Yeah, definitely.
I
The
love
story
that
behind
rise.
it,
I love the
definitely.
story. And actually, I'm a professional storyteller. I'm a
Definitely.
communicator. And actually, what a privilege.
And what about your plans for the future? What's your plans? I know it's a big question,
Maybe
but
have a rest.
that is a good plan. That can be a
I
plan.
think, shall we both have a rest?
That
Richard?
sounds brilliant.
It's been 8 years now. We've been on. I always say sometimes you feel like you're on a hamster wheel. You know,
Absolutely,
and I know you're the
absolutely.
same.
Well, it was funny because obviously, like, the pandemic kind of slowed or stopped the hamster wheel, and then everyone got turning again. But you know,
Oh yeah, it's definitely turning again.
exactly. But as I said, if you're enjoying it and you've managed to achieve something, like we said, building our teams and building our reputation and being able to help other people, then it's so rewarding. And you know,
Yeah.
you know why you're getting up in the morning, and it's that passion.
Yeah, I think for me, I don't have. I'm an accidental entrepreneur. I started my business because I thought I could do something slightly better than what other people were doing, under a different format. I don't have contracts. I have a day rate system. I do things differently. That's why I did what I did. And so here I am, 8 years on, and I've now got a company and a team, and it's just happened. So in terms of like a 5-year plan or the future, if I can be happy, healthy, have a great team, continue making magic, if I can make, great people do more great things, I'm going to continue to do it as long as I'm happy to do it. And now I've got a team to take a lot of the pressures off of me. That's amazing.
Brilliant.
Have a few more holidays, actually have a weekend off once in a while.
Definitely.
So they're all positive future wishes. But yeah, let's see.